New right now at 5 o'clock, the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help identifying potential victims of human trafficking. It is our top story for you at 5 o'clock. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt. It comes as the Louisville man was arrested Thursday after authorities say he was trafficking children in 2 different counties. Investigators with the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office say this man, Gerald Jerry Hodges, was not only trafficking children, but also drugs in both Bullitt and Jefferson counties. Hodges was charged with 2 counts of human trafficking, a victim under age 18, 2 counts of rape, 2 counts of sodomy, and trafficking in marijuana. This investigation is ongoing. And we have an update for you tonight at 5 about a story that broke late yesterday. The Kentucky Supreme Court reversing a double murder conviction for a man accused of killing 3-year-old Trinity Randolph and her father Brandon Waddles right here in Louisville. The case of Kevon Lawless was ruled a mistrial. The Commonwealth's attorney said late this afternoon in a statement they'll continue to seek justice. Dorena Weathers saying, quote, "Our prosecutors will proactively pursue a conviction based on the evidence and ensure accountability. A father and his daughter should still be with us, but are not." WHAS11's Alexandra Goldberg is joining me here right now at 5 with a closer look at the Kentucky Supreme Court decision. Alexandra?
Doug, a case that came to a close 3 years ago has to start all over again. The Kentucky Supreme Court says the judge should have granted Lawless's motion for a retrial once the judge was aware the entire jury knew about a witness accused of perjury.
I think the Supreme Court got it right, even though it's upsetting to the victims' families. But it would not surprise me if this case gets tried again.
Kevon Lawless was found guilty of a double homicide in 2022. Brandon Waddles and his 3-year-old daughter, Trinity Randolph, the victims. Now the Kentucky Supreme Court overturned the conviction, saying there should have been a mistrial. Louisville attorney Nick Mudd explains the court's opinion.
Because the judge commented on a key witness's credibility and the jury heard that and it tainted the jury, they could not be fair and impartial when they rendered this verdict.
Key witness Evan Ross entered a plea deal, admitting to facilitation to murder. The court's opinion states Ross testified he gave Lawless a ride to Waddles' house in the Jacobs neighborhood in 2020, but denied hearing gunshots.
Would you go to the sheriff now?
Moments after, Judge McKay Chavon accused Ross of perjury and he was taken into custody while TV cameras were rolling.
That was later reported by the media, which one of the jurors saw on TV. That juror during deliberations had mentioned that to all the other jurors.
When a judge hears that, what are their options?
In this specific case, really there was no other option than to grant a mistrial.
Judge Chavon put in an alternate juror. Chavon told WHAS11 on Friday the Judicial Code of Conduct prohibits him from commenting on judicial decisions. Now Lawless's case goes back to circuit court. In a statement this afternoon, Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman said his office would support the Commonwealth's attorney as her team continues to prosecute the case.
Alexandra, I've been curious all day long. Does this actually guarantee a retrial? We just saw Dorena Weathers' statement about that.
Guarantee no, but Nick Mudd told me he's confident there will be a retrial. Now, of course, there could be alternatives like a plea agreement. The courts could also drop this case altogether, but Mudd confident that there will be a retrial, which would include bringing all those witnesses back forward, swearing in a new jury, going through all of those arguments and motions once again.
Family members have to go through it all again, too. The status of Kevon Lawless, does this decision mean he's automatically released from prison until pending a trial? Where is he now?
Not released. He's right now at the Kentucky State Penitentiary, but Nick Mudd was telling me that he expects the defense counsel to file a bond motion. Now, whether the courts will grant that bond motion or not, we'll find that out as this case progresses.
All right, Alexandra, thank you very much. New reporting on a case that many people are talking about today. We appreciate it. Now to the multi-million-dollar federal gambling case involving dozens of defendants, including NBA stars and members of organized crime families. NBA Hall of Famer and Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups making his first court appearance charged in an illegal poker operation with ties to the mafia. Billups and Miami Heat guard and former Louisville Cardinal Terry Rozier are among dozens arrested in that massive gambling bust. Prosecutors say mob families rigged high-stakes games using altered card shuffling machines and even an X-ray poker table, cheating people out of more than $7 million.
Your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out.
Violating the law is a losing proposition, and you can bet on that.
Rozier also facing separate charges for illegal sports betting, accused of tipping off bettors before leaving a game early last year. And back here at home, WHAS11 talked to former federal prosecutor for the U.S. Attorney's Office in Louisville, Brian Butler, about what Rozier could be facing.
If you have more money bet on him and how many points he's going to score, how many minutes he's going to play, how many assists he's going to get, how many rebounds, that's really unusual, then that may be strong evidence against him if they have it.
Both Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier deny the allegations, but both have been placed on immediate leave by the NBA. Well, we had scattered frost this morning when you woke up. I saw a little bit of it around neighborhoods, Mallory, but there certainly was no hard freeze. Couldn't find that. Did anybody see it go that cold last night?
We did have temperatures that did drop into the upper 20s, lower 30s outside of the Louisville area. So, I mean, that could have been enough to see some hard freeze. You typically need that for a couple of hours, but certainly chilly temperatures nonetheless this morning. But all of the sunshine, dry air that we've had around this week did warm up temperatures very nicely this afternoon. Upper 50s, lower 60s. That's where we're sitting at this hour as we take a live look toward the U of L campus. This is from our River City Eye Care Shriners Children's Camera Network here. We do have additional high clouds filtering in, but all in all, a very nice evening with light winds. That has been a key today. Winds have been a lot lighter compared to the last couple of days, thanks to high pressure moving in overhead. So we're looking at 5-mile-per-hour winds or less across Kentuckiana. Obviously, no rain to track here. There's those high clouds that are filtering in from the west. So all in all, a nice evening for some Friday night football, feeling like fall with temperatures in the 50s, partly cloudy skies, light winds, and no rain to worry about if you're heading out this evening. Lows tonight will drop down into the upper 30s and low 40s, so not quite as chilly as last night. We do have cloud cover moving in for the weekend, some rain chances to talk about as well. I'll have those details in our 7-day forecast. Doug.
Mallory, thank you. It's Friday night basketball in downtown Louisville. Good to see the crowds coming back downtown. A lot of preseason hype around the U of L men's basketball team this season. And tonight, the Cardinal fans will get a close-up look at this year's lineup. That means downtown will soon be seeing a sea of red. They're also going to be navigating a major roadway construction project near the arena. Good news for businesses, though, who are hoping to also cash in. Let's check in again live with our Conroy Deluche and photojournalist Levi Hammer, who are live along Main Street to help you get prepared for tonight's game.
Hey, Doug, if you ask restaurant owners around the arena, there's really no way that you can tell by the win or loss record how the team is doing. You really just need to look at the people who are there before, during, and after games. If it's full, the team is good. If it's not, then, you know, the bar may be a little bit emptier than usual. So this year, they're really hoping for a good turnout and a good season.
On Whiskey Alley, bourbon and basketball go hand in hand.
Oh, very. We can't wait. We're definitely going to get a lot of business for this.
On game days, preparation starts early at Troll Pub under the bridge.
We're doing heavy prep right now. We got a lot of staff coming in. We're getting prepared for the whole game.
From Whiskey Alley to Whiskey Row.
I'm a bartender / server, but we do kind of do a little bit of everything.
Jess Shepard from Patrick O'Shea's downtown says that after a few down seasons, the Cards turnaround under Coach Pat Kelsey has generated buzz at the bar.
Last year it started off a little rocky, but ended up being pretty good. We ended up getting a very big crowd from it.
I think we're going to do better this year, and I'm really excited. Even though it's an expedition game, it don't matter.
Diehard, lifelong Cards fan Bruce Thomas cannot wait for tip-off, but he's going to be leaving his house early for the 7:30 game.
I'm going to come down about 6, maybe 5:30.
That's because orange cones are lined up and down Main Street, closing off lanes as part of the state's main remade project.
It's hectic. It's really hectic.
3rd Street will be open for Cards games and big events, so that's good news, but there is one fewer lane to turn from the 2nd Street Bridge onto Main.
It's going to take a while to get there to find a parking space, and it's going to take a long time to get out.
But he's confident if the Cards are good, fans will fight the traffic, and Bruce says he'll be in his seat an hour before tip-off.
So looking forward to seeing you there.
So when I did stop by a couple of restaurants, they told me that the construction, I asked them, has this been impacting your business at all? Because, you know, right now you do have a lot of bourbon tourists who are in town, you have conventions, and they said, Doug, while it is annoying, the construction certainly, because it's cut off some parking and it's caused some headaches and lane closures, but they said right now it's not been a huge issue and they're just excited for the season.
Well, Conroy, we know that there's always free street parking at nights on Friday nights in Louisville, but a lot of people like to get into those parking garages, especially the one at the Yum Center, because they like to park close. Is that going to be possible? Is that even open for them?
So 3rd Street has been closed at times because they've been replacing the roof of the arena because it's their part of their 15-year anniversary, kind of a refresh. So 3rd Street from River Road up to Main has been closed, but tonight and for any big events, specifically tonight, 3rd Street is open, so people should be able to get in and out of that garage over there, and there is still public parking open. So hopefully people can get to their parking spot with plenty of time. I'm seeing a lot of fans and a few Kansas fans starting to come through, and it's going to be a fun night, we hope.
All right, very good. Just bring a lot of patience. Appreciate it. Reporting live along Main Street tonight. Well, it's certainly a busy Friday night for basketball. Coming up at 5:30, we've got our sports team, sports director Ken Spencer and reporter Sarandon Raboyne previewing tonight's matchups between U of L and Kansas, as well as UK and Purdue. They are on location in both Louisville and Lexington, coming right up. New at 5, high school games relocated to new locations. A JCPS spokesperson confirmed in a letter to families today. The school district is still waiting for the final engineering report and district-wide inspection of any new school bleachers, changing the location of some of tonight's high school football games. This comes after this bleacher railing collapsed at Wagner High School during a soccer match last Thursday night. 6 St. X students were hurt. Moore's game tonight against Fairdale is now going to be at Fairdale. Wagner will play Breckenridge County at Seneca High School, and PRP is going to play St. X at St. X. And no surprise to tell you, there are bats in Louisville with rabies, but heads up tonight. According to the Department of Public Health and Wellness in Louisville, bats tested positive for rabies in different Louisville neighborhoods. These bats were found in the area codes 40059, that's Prospect in the East End, and 40217, which includes Germantown and Shelby Park. You are advised to never touch a bat. According to the CDC, exposure to rabid bats is the leading cause of rabies in humans in the United States. And for a list of what to do if you're ever exposed, look for this story on WHAS11.com. Day 24 of the government shutdown as we enter this Friday. Federal workers continue to pinch pennies. Today, the first full lost paycheck for many of them as the effects set in.
And here's a check of today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots: Mega Millions, $680 million, Powerball, $344 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.